Hey everyone, it's Greg here, founder of frameworksforfitness.com, where we provide you with the tools, the strategies, and the frameworks you need to build a strong body and a strong mind so that you can face 2021 with strength and with confidence. So, welcome back, guys. We're in the Silver Fox Shed again. Today is day 16 of the program. Wow, we've come almost just over halfway. It's fantastic news. January is flying by. Today was another body training day. Today is Saturday, so it is my only double day of the week where I have Friday and Saturday where I'm doing physical training. I did set out with the intention of doing maybe a high intensity interval training, but I didn't. I settled for a conversation with Bruce the Bag. And the reason why is that I didn't want to go high intensity for a second day, following on from another training day, which was pretty tough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save that high intensity to a standalone day where I have a rest day before and I have a rest day after. I just thought that was a sensible idea, and I wanted to talk a little bit about intensity. Yesterday I think I talked about energy and bringing energy to what you're doing. When I'm talking about energy, I'm talking about presence, I'm talking about focus, I'm talking about intent. And that's what we need to be bringing when we're talking about bringing the energy, is be present in the moment when you're training. Focus on what you're doing. Take into consideration what you're trying to get out of the program and the training session of the day, and focus on that. That's what I talk about when I talk about bringing the energy, being present in it and focusing on it. Intensity is different. Intensity is the level of effort that you're going to be bringing to a program or to a training session. So controlling the level of intensity is usually built into many programs. What you'll find, for example, if you do a running program, you'll have speed interval training days where you're supposed to go fast, and then you have other days where they call it slow training days, slow runs, what they call them, long slow runs, where you're just supposed to casually, low intensity but longer distances. So different intensities are needed at different times, and be mindful of that when you're coming with your program. I didn't want to go high intensity today after going fairly heavier again with the strength training that I did yesterday. I didn't want to do it 2 days in a row, so I'll save that HIIT training day for another day. So the intensity that I brought today to the cardio was what I would consider a medium intensity. It wasn't high. I wasn't going hell for leather with poor old Bruce. We were having a nice, easy conversation, enough to work up a sweat, enough to have the steam coming off my back in the cold. But not too much that I'm going to suffer for it. I was mindful that yesterday I was doing a lot of lifting with the shoulders and with the chest. So when I'm punching the boxing bag, I did want to have a little bit of a more of a moderation around it. As I said from day one, staying in the game, making sure that I can stay in the game. But I'm looking forward to doing the high intensity interval training at some stage, hopefully next week. We'll try and fit it into one of the standalone days. I really do want to do it. I know I've talked about it, and you guys are probably wondering, well, why doesn't he just do it? But again, it's just trying to fit it into the schedule, fit it into the time, fit it in around what I'm trying to do. So we'll try and do that next week. If not, it'll be strength training and it'll be the bag. And the reason why I'm focusing on the strength training is I am trying to build up the level of weights that I'm able to lift. Because what I want to do is I want to turn, as I said previously, I want to switch to a little bit of CrossFit type training as well, which is a combination of lifting and cardio as well as gymnastics. So I want to try and do something a little different, which I haven't done before as part of this program, perhaps in month 2 or month 3. So what I'm looking to do is build up the level of weight so that at least when I go into a higher intensity CrossFit workout of the day type training, that I can reduce down the weights and I can attack it with vim and with vigor and with high intensity when I need to. But that's what I really want to talk about today, guys. Don't confuse energy and intensity. As I say, energy is the presence that you're bringing, the focus that you're bringing in, the intent, and intensity is the level of effort that you're bringing to the training program and the training session, and that level of intensity varies depending on what the program is. And you shouldn't have to think that every day you have to go out full on with very high intensity effort at your program. If you have a program like that, I'm sure it needs to be looked at. Because the body needs to adapt. You can't go all out every day. When you're starting something new, you will be setting personal records. If you're going out running for the first time, you'll be running further every single day. You'll be running longer every single day. But again, that's slightly different from the intensity levels that you're working at, and that's just building you up to a level where you can complete what you want to do, be a 5K or a 10K. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. Don't confuse energy and intensity. Be mindful of the amount of intensity that you do that's high intensity. purpose as always is to be consistent and stay in the game. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's roundup day, so we're at the end of our second full week. As I say, we're 16 days into January at this point in time. So just to be mindful of that, guys, is that we've done 10. I think it's 10 fitness sessions. We've done 4 mindset training, and tomorrow we'll have our third weekly roundup. So it's amazing what you can achieve in a very, very short space of time. And that's something that I'll talk a little bit about tomorrow, is a lot of people put it off and don't start and go, yeah, or start and stop. But you can achieve a lot in a very short space of time. My intention, as I said, was to turn up 16 times in January. We've already turned up 10 times, and you wouldn't believe that for the first 2.5 weeks, we showed up 10 times already. And that's a fantastic achievement. And again, celebrate the small wins. But I'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. Until then, guys, stay safe. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a very good day. Take care.